What's up everyone, my name is Duana aka Glamazon1026 and welcome to the Glam Room. Today we are going in depth to talk about the Cheeks Out blushes and bronzer from Fenty Beauty. I'm going to give you some swatches, I'm going to show you how I use them, and then I'm going to wrap it up with a review at the end. So stick with me if you want to see all that and more. So on April 17th, Fenty Beauty launched their Cheeks Out Freestyle blushes and bronzers, and they are cream blushes and bronzers for everybody to use. Now, you know, Fenty is, I want to say, one of the top brands that comes out with complexion stuff, and so even though cream blushes and bronzers scared the life out of me, I really wanted to pick these up and try them out for you guys, and I'm so happy that I did. So the blushes are 3 grams or 0.1 ounces, and what you didn't really notice at first, or what I didn't notice at first, was how small they were compared to Fenty's regular octagon packaging, because they were always in like photo sets by themselves. I had watched a few videos on Fenty's website to try and see which shades of the blush that I wanted, and when they held it up, I was like, whoa, those are little. But apparently cream products goes further than a powder product, so even though it's a lot smaller, you could potentially get the same amount of wear as a powder product. The blushes go for $20, and the bronzers, which are the same size as their regular octagon packages, they are $32. Now the bronzers are 6.23 grams or 0.22 ounces, and they come in 7 shades. The blushes come in 10 shades. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before. Before we get into the demo, I wanted to give you guys some swatches of the 5 shades of the blush and then the bronzer that I had picked up. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first one is Fuego Flush, and the website says that it is a soft tangerine with a shimmer. So let's just get that and swatch it right there. That's gonna look good. It's gonna look really good. Next we have Cool Berry, and they say that this is soft mauve with a shimmer. That's Cool Berry right there. That's pretty too. Next we have Daiquiri Dip, and Daiquiri Dip is a soft coral red. Summertime Wine is next, and this is a soft berry with a shimmer. Finally, we have Rosé Latte, which is a soft bronzed nude. So here they are. Here are our blush shades, and let's just do one really quickly of the bronzer shade that I picked up. For the bronzer, I got the shade Teddy, and it says it is a blush for tan skin tones. I was choosing between Teddy and Honey Glaze. Honey Glaze was for medium to tan skin tones, and I probably still might pick up Honey Glaze because as you'll see on when I swatch, it shows up like a contour for me. And when I'm thinking when I think of bronzer, I think of a warmth and a redness, and this really brings the shadow, which is not a bad thing. I don't mind. I can use it to contour, that's fine. But that's not what I thought of when I heard bronzer. So this is the bronzer. Actually, we're gonna do the bronzer up here. So this is it actually looks really good on my hand. It don't look like this on my face, and you'll see when I do the demo. Alright, so I'm going to wipe this off, and then we'll get into the demo, and then I'll come back and wrap it all up. So I already have on my foundation and my highlight. I'm going to be using the Fenty Cream Bronzer in the shade Teddy. as my contour bronzer, like my cream contour bronzer. So I got this question on Twitter. It was only one time, but I'm gonna answer it just for anybody else who may have the same question. When do you apply cream products to your face if you are going to be putting powder on it, or if you're going to be leaving the cream and not setting with the powder? So I am not a professional. This is just what I do so that, and I was really nervous the first time I did it because I don't necessarily like cream products that aren't set, but it worked out really well for me, and so I've been doing it ever since, and it still looks pretty good. I do my entire foundation routine. I put on my color corrector, my foundation, my highlighting concealer. I blend that out. I put on a little bit of powder with my foundation brush to set my concealer, and then I stop. If I'm going to be using the cream bronzer, then I will pick up the cream bronzer, put a little bit on a damp beauty blender, put a little bit on a damp beauty blender, and then just like press it into my skin. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit more up here just to kind of blend out the edges of my highlighting concealer. You don't want to do too much because you definitely did put, well, I definitely did put powder on my face already, but I use such a little bit of setting powder that it doesn't really matter. And then I just do the same thing for everywhere that I would usually bronze. Now apparently Rihanna did say that you can put these on top of powders and it should be fine, but I don't do it for real because I get really nervous that it's gonna separate. So I only, it's really fortuitous that I only use a little bit of setting powder on my face anyway. I'm gonna be using the Rose Latte blush on my face to just warm me up. I think this will look really cute with the eyeshadow that I did. And so for this, I do the same thing, except I use the butt of the beauty blender. And I just, you know, rub it in there like that. Get it all nice and good. And then I take the butt of the beauty blender and just tap it into place where I would normally put my blush. Oh, that is gorgeous. That looks really good. I'm not finished blending though, so don't judge me. Once I'm finished, it will look great. And then just use the back of the beauty blender that doesn't have that much product or any other product on it, just to kind of roll everything together so that it's nice and blended. Okay, so I'm going to be finishing my face and I'm going to come back and give you my thoughts, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up, okay? All right, this is the finished look. I think it looks really good. I love the blush, and I love the soft, subtle contour that the bronzer gave me. And then also, you know, we put cognac candy on top, and it just gives you the nicest little shine. It's just so perfect. Look at that. Yeah. And I think that they are going to be perfect for your summertime wear, especially if you are not going to be like, this is a full face of makeup, and I wear full faces of makeup a lot, but I think they'll also be good in the summertime when you just want like a kiss of color and, you know, like some bronzing just to, you know, make you look like you were sun-kissed or whatever. I think that these will be really, really good. I'm really excited about using Fuego Flush. That's the only one that I haven't used yet, so I'm really excited about using that one. If I had to pick one out of all of them, I probably would pick Rose Latte to try. If you're new to cream blushes and you wanted to like just get your feet wet, I would pick up that one. And also, I forgot to mention that you don't have to use a beauty blender to apply it. You can also use your finger and just kind of tap it in, you know, in motions like that, just to kind of blend it out to disperse the pigment. I think that would be good for you too, especially if you are new to this and you're scared of it, because I was scared of it the first time and it looked really good the first time I put it on. And the first one I used was Daiquiri Dip, and that one is red. Okay, so if I can do it, y'all can do it. All right, anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I definitely think that this is something that you should pick up if you're a beginner or if you're an expert. I think it'll be great. And since it's $20 and you really only need a little bit of product, I don't think that, I think you'll be okay. I don't know your pockets, so I can't tell you whether or not $20 will make or break you, especially right now in the time of quarantine, right? In the time of Corona. I don't know how that's gonna work. But if you can afford to part with $20 for the cream blushes, then I think you should get them if your interest is piqued, okay? As far as the bronzer is okay too, but I wouldn't necessarily think that, okay, yeah, I have to go out and get this. Even though that's exactly what I thought when it first came out. But now that I've used it a couple of times, I'm like, yeah, I can deal with it. I can use it, but meh. You know? Anyway, that's all I have for you guys. As I say that for the third time, that's all I have for you guys today. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We made it to 1K and now we are just like kind of stuck. So just be sure to tell your people to subscribe to the channel. I got a whole lot of content coming out. The computer is finally fixed so I can edit my videos now, okay? So y'all gonna see me a lot more often now. And I will see you guys. Oh, like, comment, subscribe, become a part of the Glam fam by clicking that notification bell. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Glamazon1026, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.